Good Sunday evening to you all. Hello, it's Brad.
And Christa.
With the Big Family Homestead. And we hope you're having a blessed Sunday already. And we hope to change that. I mean...
What?
No. Strike that. Reverse it.
We hope to enhance it.
Enhance.
Wait, you don't know what to do with your hands?
I don't know what to do with my hands. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are ready to have some fun because, doggone it, she's spicy.
No, I'm not.
I'm not going to say anything, but she's already had her Reese's cup. She's ready to rock.
I needed my sugar boost to get me through the next hour. I know that's dumb.
Yeah, okay. So here's the scoop, folks. There will be no bad news if we can help it. No bad news. We're not talking politics. No. We're not talking to jab or not to jab. No, we're not talking that. No, we're not. We're not going to be talking about any of that silliness. We're going to talk about good stuff.
Yeah.
But before we do, we want to make sure that everybody has a chance to get here because I know everybody loves it when I do this. So here's what we're going to do. And there's the 411. So while we're waiting for everybody to get here, and what?
Deb just had a Reese's too.
Deb, my... Let's talk about a little bit that's going on before we get to the good stuff, the good news. Well, it's all good news, really.
It's all good news.
But we got the barn doors hung this week.
My husband is awesome. I hope you guys know that because I know that. Yes, he is awesome.
I'm kidding.
he really. Every time, honestly, when I go out into the barn, I'm like, man, my husband is so cool. Look at what he did. He hung those all by himself.
What would have taken a normal man, an hour, took me 7.
Did not. It did not.
It took me a long time.
It took you probably 2.5 hours.
But I did do it on my own, and I wanted to do it on my own. I wanted to start implementing some of the stuff that we're learning from our friends.
Right.
Because not all the time you don't have help.
Right. Sometimes you have to get them done by yourself. And these doors look so nice. I had to go and show them off, honestly. So I get so tickled every time I go out there and I see them. So.
You guys are very kind.
Thank you,
Great
honey.
to be loved. And,
Yes.
Yeah, beloved. And Tammy, and, well, she was ha-ha-haing, so I don't know if she's for or against. That remains to be seen. Thank you, Michigan. Thank you.
No.
Anyway, but it took me a lot longer, but I did it on purpose because I wanted to see, can you do this without hurting yourself, honestly? Because if I had the luxury that I could have just stopped.
Yeah.
If I thought, oh, man, this is going to crush me, and it wasn't that heavy. The doors were probably only 125 pounds.
Yeah, no, the doors, they're just awkward.
I mean, it would have broken a bone, I suppose, if it fell on you. But I wanted to know, and I went slow, and I just kind of figured things out. And I thought, well, how do I get an extra hand here that I don't have on my body?
But you don't have 5 hands?
Oh, you screw this to the wall, and then poof, there's a hand, because now you can rest something on a ledge. And so for all the folks that have given us knowledge, I greatly, greatly say thank you, sirs and ma'ams, because we are learning.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Oh, yeah.
So other stuff. All right. We also got some shelves built in the aforementioned barn.
Yes, we did. We added some shelves so that we can organize our lumber. We have spare lumber from all these builds, and it's just in a big heap on the floor. Well, we need that floor space so we can park our vehicles in the barn during all the snow.
And we're going to talk about that later.
Yeah, no, winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
So, so we needed some shelf space to organize our lumber into 2x4s and 1x and blah, blah, blahs. And so, so we got those shelves built with 4 of them. I think we built 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some lumber racks as for that's the technical term for those.
That's not a technical term.
Well, when you want to find out how to build something to store lumber, they're called lumber racks.
No way.
Yes, they are.
Did you like Google it?
No, I Pinterest it.
That's not a thing.
It is a thing. It's a big thing.
I
put in lumber rack ideas. And it came up with lots of different ideas.
Most crafty things.
And of course, our shelves are not anything like what I saw. So they're unique. Or
I don't buy it.
Grace, well, it was one of Grace's spelling words. And she said, how do you say it to be able to spell it? I said, Unique.
Well, there's one of the only jokes that I remember as a dad joke.
Okay.
Since this is only good news.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you find a very, very special rabbit?
Unique up on him.
That's right. Unique up on him.
Yeah.
All right. So other stuff going on. We had some Claire time today.
We did.
Claire was home.
She was here for several hours. It was amazing to have her here. Yep. Yeah, we had some fun family time together. We played a game, Herd Mentality.
Oh, I don't know if I like it.
It's funny, though.
Okay. The game is called Herd Mentality. And the idea of the game is a question is proposed. Hey, we could actually play it here right now.
We totally could right now.
We can play it right now, actually. So the way this is going to work, guys, you'll have to be honest. You'll have to be truthful because then we won't know if anybody won if you're not.
Well, there's no winning anything right now. Anyway.
Yeah, you get cool points.
Brad
issues cool points.
Right.
So the way it works is I'm going to pose a question, and then you're going to think in your head, what would everybody else say is the answer?
Not what you would pick.
Not what you pick.
Everyone else would think.
Right? So if I say, what is the best color? And you're going to think, I bet everybody thinks it's going to be red.
See, that's not a good question.
Yeah, sure it is.
No.
Because there's plenty of colors.
There's loads of colors.
So here's the question. I'm going to lose it any minute. No, I'm kidding.
No, I think the coffee one.
No, that was a horrible question.
Okay, fine. Well, we didn't answer it because nobody here drinks coffee except you.
Okay, so here's how you do it again. You're going to answer right now. First, you're going to click the check mark as you like the video before everyone just devolves into nonsense.
Yeah, no kidding.
So here's the question, and then you're going to type in what you think everybody else thinks. All right? Oh, I almost did it. I almost went bad news. I wasn't going to do it. I almost went bad news. I'm not going to do it.
Don't do that.
So what is the best kind of music? What is the best kind of music? So now you type, and I'll tell you who won because we don't know.
It goes by however many. We won't. It goes by however many. The most people who say a certain type of music or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, Go.
Okay, Go is a great band. I like them. Country or no.
It's a style of music.
Yeah. Okay. Go's a band.
Right.
Maybe you didn't know that. Okay,
Country.
Go is a band.
Yeah. Rock and roll, rock.
More country than I think anything. Country.
I think country wins it.
There you go. Lola Granola says gospel.
Well, Michelle says swing.
Big band.
That's an unusual. Yeah.
I love me some Glenn Miller, and that's not a joke.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
I think country wins.
Country wins.
Country wins.
Oh, there's SH0111. How you doing, man? I like classic rock.
Yeah.
I like a lot of that stuff. And speaking of that,
anyway, that was what we played today when hanging out with Claire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Continue on.
We started out talking about Claire.
Yeah. So Claire, she's doing good.
Yeah, she's doing great. She's working. She's actually a caregiver for a disabled woman in wherever. I can't say where she lives, but so yeah, she really likes it. She loves married life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep, and they're doing good. They're happy.
Yeah. Cody's still at school. He's
Yeah.
doing well. He's doing well, and yeah, they're loving life and
It's good.
loving God and loving each other.
Man.
Yeah, right.
Newlyweds.
Right.
So
anyway.
Okay, other stuff while we're waiting for everybody to get going. Soap. You guys have been making soap like people who make soap, fiends.
Yeah.
Who create soap out of things.
Yeah, Claire and I made soap today. Yeah. So we
And-
made soap.
And you know that we've teased about this and said we're going to open up the pre-sales for the soap because we only do it pretty much once a year anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because her soap is amazing, but it's a lot of work.
It's very time consuming because it's not just the making of the soap. It's the cutting of the soap and then cutting of the material and the strings and putting it all together and then shipping it out. And, you know, I don't have days to spend on just doing that.
Right.
You know, I'm homeschooling and homesteading and milking and
Yes.
making bread and all this, you know, and being a wife. And,
Life.
Yeah, it's life. So right, to life. So, it's making soap is very time consuming. So we are making soap and we're making one humongous run of soap.
Yep. And there should be
about 100 bars for each scent.
So we're thinking there's going to be only about 400 bars for sale.
Yeah.
But they're not going up on the website.
Not yet.
Probably next week.
Maybe.
Is what we're telling you
yeah,
guys.
I have to make sure I get the right amount of bars. So that way, no, I don't make cucumber melon. I make 4 scents and that's it. Because when I used to make like 10 or 12 different scents and then I had just a truck ton of all this scent. Nobody liked it. So I make 4 scents. They're our most popular scents. And I've been making soap for 10 years. So I kind of know what people like.
Well, we know based on sales.
Right, based on sales. We make peppermint, tea tree, lavender, and unscented. So it's fragrance-free soap. There is no fragrance added. That particular soap we've used on babies. It's super, super gentle. So yeah, that's all I make.
You know what? I got an idea. Maybe we should allow our patrons to get in on the pre-sales first.
Okay.
So hey, if you're a patron, you'll probably be able to get in
Probably, yeah.
early.
Yeah, we can probably do that.
So okay, let's moving on. Let's moving on. What?
Moving on.
Moving on. You may have noticed that we were not on our normal cooking show on Friday. That's because I had to go to the chiropractor.
Yes. We have found a new chiropractor that is a different style of chiropractor. You know, generally they come in, you lay down on this table and they push you around and crack and twist your neck and send you on your way.
Yeah.
Nope. This is a different style.
She starts out with a doll that looks a lot like you, and then she takes
not
pins.
Nice.
That's not true
nice.
either. It's also not true.
Not true. We go see a chiropractor and they do the ascribe. Thank you. I had not subscribed, but ascribe to the NUCCA chiropractic care, and it stands for National Upper Cervical Chiropractic Association. Mm-hmm. And there is a trick to it. And let me tell you, I've gone twice and I feel a ton better. So I'm hoping it's going to help him. He's been once and
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So,
you know, and I've been through so many different doctors when it comes to my back stuff. I'm not going to be doom and gloom on that because you know what? If this is what God's got for me, I'm going to just submit and say, boy, oh boy, this stinks, but hey, it's your plan, not my plan. I'm going to do my best to keep on chugging.
Right.
But by the same token, I'm still going to try to find doctors that maybe can figure something out that wasn't thought of before. Mm-hmm. And so far, I'm optimistic. But I'm also kind of going, we'll see. I wasn't issued my voodoo doll yet.
No, you won't be. No, you won't be.
Especially since she's a believer, and that's just not going to happen.
Right. She is. Yeah.
And yeah.
So I have to say one quick shout out. Our grandson, Elijah's
here.
Is watching. So hi, Elijah.
Elijah.
Grandma and Grandpa love you.
What's up, big boy?
Yeah. So they watch on the big TV, and he watches.
He was just having some cake the other day.
His birthday was yesterday.
And I got to tell you what, hey, parents of Elijah.
Oh my goodness. Listen.
You filmed it and you sent us the video, and he was literally going, I don't want this on my mouth.
Stop.
What was that? Hey, son of mine.
He probably
Did you give him the candle instead of the cake? What was that? I don't know, man.
Oh my goodness.
He was having a good time.
It was so
he was having
cute.
A great time.
He was having a blast, squishing the cake.
Yeah,
having a great time. But
yeah, it looked like there was like a, I don't know, like maybe a blanket over the cake. She's pinching my leg to tell me to stop talking now. Mm-hmm. It looked delightful.
The cake looked awesome. Yes.
And it looked great.
It was a homemade cake.
I like the cupcakes
awesome.
better.
Yeah. But
that's just an opinion thing.
Elijah
whatever.
Had a great time, though. I could tell.
So, yeah. Jessica, you did a great job.
Yes, you did.
And hats, well, if I had a hat on, I'd take it off. Hats off to you. Yeah. You did great.
He is 1 year old. Just one. And
rumor has it they might be able to make it here.
For Christmas.
Maybe.
Yay.
Maybe.
I can't wait. I miss my little buddy.
Well, and he didn't mind tugging on my beard.
No, he loved Grandpa's beard.
And I didn't mind letting him do it.
Yeah. Oh, no. He loves Grandpa's beard.
So other stuff going on. Honey is back in milk.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about a neighbor because we don't have any name that way.
Named that way? Yes. Our cow, Honey.
Honey, our neighbor is back in milk. How'd that happen?
Our cow, Honey, is back in milk. We had a happy accident. Clover got separated into a side pen where Hope does training for Puzzle or with Puzzle, and she got separated in there overnight, and Honey's udder was full of milk. So this was perfect. So we are separating Clover at night, and we are taking the milk in the morning. So we're doing a calf share. And now Clover is a little too old to be nursing on her mom. But you know what? Honestly, it's not doing her any harm. So we are super excited now that, because Dottie is starting to not dry up, but her milk is reducing because she's really long into her lactation. So if she dries up, that's going to be quite all right because then we have Honey to cover our bases so that we never run out of milk for Grace.
That's really the goal. In all honesty, it's
yeah.
We got to make sure that she stays healthy, especially with all the craziness going on. And so there's that.
Yeah.
Let me show you. But before I show you, for those of you guys who like the scripture songs that I've been writing and recording, it's straight scripture. And then I just set it to music. Some have been really, really, really chilled out, just a lot of piano and very chilled out music. And a couple have been a little more peppy. Got another one coming out. I'm probably only a day or two done till I'm done with the vocals, and then I got to mix it. So it should be out. And I put those out on Patreon, and I do that because you guys are kind of crowdfunding it. Yeah. So,
thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was getting ready to say is that I couldn't do it without you.
Yeah, it really frees up time for him to be able to make these praise songs. Honestly, they are such a blessing to even me. Honestly, I love them. They're on my phone, and I listen to them all the time.
Wow.
So, and I haven't told you this yet. the words to some of the songs are going in my head as I'm going to sleep.
That's the whole idea.
That's exactly the whole idea, is so that you hear scripture as you are
going through
life and going through hard times. And as I'm going to sleep, I'm hearing these words, and it's so comforting, honestly.
Well, praise God.
So
honestly, praise God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with that.
No,
he doesn't like that.
I like that you like it, and I love that you like it. It's just not an easy thing to take praise. That's it. So, hey, here, check this out, and then we're gonna keep on chugging.
Well, hello.
Hello there.
What have we got here there, sweet thing?
Start making soap today.
Soap making. Oh, that's right. We committed. We're going to make a limited run.
Yep, limited run, because it takes a long time.
It's good soap.
It's a lot, and it's a lot of steps. It's not just, okay, I'm doing this part, and then I'm done. No, it's not. It's a long process.
Well, and it kind of consumes the whole downstairs kitchen.
Well, and that, the kids are not allowed down here, which this is kind of their living area. Not living area, hangout area, whatever. They play games and puzzles and stuff like that. But so I kind of have to kick them out of here when I'm making stuff.
And actually, what's funny is I just kicked them out of upstairs because they were sitting around just doing nothing. I'm like, look, you're not going to have much more of that without snow everywhere.
Exactly.
So you might want to go ahead and get your butts outside and go do something while it's still only like 45, 48 degrees.
I think it's like 42 today. But it's overcast and
nice balmy day.
Yeah, it's breezy.
Good beach day.
Yeah, no.
Oh boy, this is
the most wonderful time of the year.
It's probably hard to see on the video right now, but it's flurrying.
It is just a little bit. Too funny.
No sad stories today. We're having good stories, but it's the Lord has blessed us with the snow. Oh Lord, thank you. You got to look at it positively, right?
You know what? It's just snow. Who cares?
Well.
But Hope texted from the barn. She said, "It's flurrying. Snow is here." I'm sure she said that with, because she likes it when it's summertime. She likes it when it's warm.
They're actually standing right there at the windows looking out, like longingly, like puppies that something went wrong. And this is funny. Okay, we gotta go. Brutus is not being a very good listener inside. He's still a puppy. Anyway, snow.
Well. It is upon us. My gracious snowballs from heaven. Goodness gracious, snowballs from heaven.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, honestly, at this point, I don't really care about snow.
You know what? Now, we've been here how many winters now?
This will be our 5th winter.
And I think we're past the initial stage.
Yeah. And the first winter we were here was what we were told was the worst winter in a very long time. And it was really bad that year. It was really bad that year. And so we had a huge learning curve. And I mean, we moved to Wisconsin the second week of August. So we didn't have a lot of time to prepare for winter.
And we wouldn't even have known what to prepare for.
We would not have known what to prepare for. The fact that we got hammered with snow that winter.
We did.
And we had no idea what was in store for us.
Yeah.
So I feel like now we're ready for winter.
We are Wisconsinites.
I think this this fall, we are finally ready for winter. Our wood is cut and stacked. The water is got heat tape on it. We have a heated hose in the barn. I don't have the stock tank heater yet. I have it. I just have to put it in. Stop it. Gosh.
I'm trying to help out.
Yeah,
we don't visual aid.
Well, you want to do the felt board next?
Yes, that would be actually awesome. That is a great idea right here. I could have little felt people and I could act it out.
No.
Then we could do the news and it would be good news because I'll change it. Yeah. Yes. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am sick to death of the bad news. I'm sick to death of all the politics, the bologna and the bologna sausage. The bologna and the bologna sausage. And so we've decided we're going to highlight the things that we find that are either cool, interesting, good, or, stuff that you guys have sent in that is just doggone interesting. There are some really, really neat things in here today. And so our stack of good news is actually getting bigger, which is good. But that cannot happen if you don't send me some, finds of your own. Mail them to info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. And I'll check it out. But don't send me a video. I know I say this a million times, but there's people that send videos anyway. I don't have time to watch the videos.
No.
It's nothing personal against the video that you've selected. I promise. It's just that I don't have time to watch the video. Send me a news article or something you typed up.
Not a website, an actual news article.
Right.
Or a story that happened to you and your family.
That's right. So bring on the good news, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies first?
Okay.
All right, ladies first.
That's what we talked about before.
Then I guess that's what we'll do. Mark it, set, go.
All right. Migratory Western monarchs are showing up at their overwintering sites in coastal California in far greater numbers, a sign of hope for the struggling population. These reports are particularly welcome after the population reached an all-time low last year. This year's official count has not yet begun. That will take place with the help of 100 community scientists during the 25th annual Western Monarch Thanksgiving count beginning on November 13th. Yet these early reports signal the possibility of a rebound in numbers. On October 16th, 2021, over 1,300 monarchs were counted at the Pacific Grove overwintering site. This site did not have a single monarch butterfly during last year's count.
Oh, wow.
The same week, Pismo State Beach Monarch Butterfly Grove and an adjacent site tallied roughly 8,000 monarchs up from less than 300 butterflies last year.
That's pretty amazing.
That is amazing, honestly.
Bring on the monarchs.
Yeah, no kidding.
BOTM. How do they count them though? Do they have a different look to each one of them, or do they tag them?
That's what I wanted to know. They put a little
geotag,
little geotag, or a little Sharpie mark on each one. How do they?
Or if they've been
how do they count?
If they've been really bad and go to monarch jail, do they get like a little anklet? You can't leave the county, let alone the state.
Right.
Without permission, can't do it. And then if they did have the anklet, would they just fly in a circle? I don't know.
That's pretty funny.
This actually happened by accident, ladies and gentlemen, that I got this story. This next one.
Oh, yeah, no.
You're going to have to do the thingy there. But you got to wait. You got to wait. Hold on. Just wait, though.
I'm not clicking anything.
Because this one's powerful. This one's powerful, people. People. You ready? South Korean scientists are leading a revolution in pea-powered fuel cells You heard that right. PE-powered fuel cells that can generate clean energy and purify wastewater. A common organic molecule and fertilizer and principal component of human urine, scientists achieved a state-of-the-art performance using urea fuel cells, built with inexpensive electrodes and without precious metals. These flexible energy generators offer novel and unique ways to equip a house, a town, or parish. I can't believe I'm reading this. Renewable electricity that cuts down on the carbon footprint and upkeep of other infrastructures. Several nickel-based catalysts were tested, and selenium was found to have the synergistic effect. Furthermore, when paired together with a cathode, cathode and P.
I don't want to know.
Made from Prussian blue, they outperform precious metals, creating the highest power densities ever found in a DUFC with nickel. Then there's a nice handy picture here of how they're doing
graphic.
It.
I didn't change the thing. See, you told me to stop.
There you go. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, boy, because urea fuel cells, I know, isn't that great?
Keep going.
Urea fuel cells can generate electricity while also helping in the treatment of urea-ridden wastewater, providing clean water in the process. They're a versatile option in remote places without access to a stable power grid, such as rural areas, ships, or even aboard spacecraft. P-craft.
Read the next sentence, please.
Across the border, a Japanese university is opting to try and turn number 2 and number 1 into a power source for its buildings. That's awesome. This part I did read. This is pretty amazing. The invention of the toilet that composts human excrement and turns it into methane biogas for its use in schools' energy system has the students there reevaluating waste like never before, as the amount of waste they contribute to the electric bills is returned to them in the form of digital currency. Okay, let's just unpack that for a second before we go any further, folks. So let me see if I can chime in on here. Let's just chime in on that for a minute. So they're turning Dookie into dollars. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, that's
P into kilowatts. And they're actually, you get digital currency back. So would that make it like a motivator for you just to really, really pound down a bunch of big gulps before you go to school? No?
I'm not saying anything.
That story stinks.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, but here's the thing. How do you get, how do they know how much you did? Do you like maybe scan your Apple Watch and you go, bleep, bleep, this is my pee going into the urinal right now. That way they know?
Probably.
How do you get accredited for your pee?
Or they check your DNA and they have your DNA on file.
We said this was going to stay positive stories.
Okay, let's move on then.
Okay.
No. Okay. This is an equal parts comedy and tragedy in the Colorado mountains. Finally gave to an end after a young bull elk who had a car tire dangling around his neck, for 2 years was finally set free.
Poor fella.
Tracking the elk for 2 years, but never managing to get close enough to tranquilize the animal, Colorado Parks and Wildlife authorities cornered the 4-year-old bull around 8 p.m. last Saturday. Despite first seeing the animal 2 years ago, trail cam footage clearly showed the tire wasn't affecting the animal's ability to eat or drink. Still, fear of the tire becoming tangled in branches or worse in the antlers of another elk during the rut continuously drove Parks and Wildlife staff to try to remove it. Following a call from a resident who had seen the bull in their neighborhood, wildlife officers responded to what would be the last of 4 attempts to help the animal. I am just grateful to be able to work in a community that values our state's wildlife resource. I was able to quickly respond to a report from a local resident regarding a recent sighting of this bull elk in their neighborhood. I was able to locate the bull in question with about a herd of 40 other elk. So they had to get within close range to successfully find their mark with a tranquilizer. The 10-pointer, okay, this is a big bull, 10-point elk, weighing over 600 pounds, regretfully had to lose one of his magnificent antlers in order to slip the tire off around his neck.
Oh.
It was a steel bead. As the steel bead reinforcements were too much for an small electric saw. We would have preferred to cut the tire and leave the antlers for his rutting activity, but the situation was dynamic, and we had to just get the tire off any way possible.
Yeah.
They found inside the tire 10 pounds of debris, which had fallen into the air crevice.
I think it's crevasse.
No, it's crevice.
Sure?
While causing minimal impediment to the animal's life.
Stories.
I know. As observed from its size and health, the ring of the tire.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It was a good year for him.
Yeah, get it? Ha ha. The ring of the tire had begun to wear away on the elk's neck. The hair was rubbed off a little bit, and there was one small wound about the size of a nickel. Other than that, it was a healthy bull. So that's really funny. Not funny. I mean, it is a comedy and a tragedy, but thankfully these officers were able to help get this tire off this elk.
Well, way to go,
but
guys.
A 4-year-old elk has 10 points on their antlers. That's really cool.
Well, and you, sirs, you park rangers, I got to tell you what, that is a rock star move, and I salute you. And furthermore, if you are in central Wisconsin in the near future, you deserve a Culver's burger, and
That's right.
I will buy it.
That's right.
Culver's, Medford,
Man.
cheese sauce.
So good.
I'm gone now. My brain is thinking of extra crispy fries. Yeah.
Pretzel bites?
Oh,
yes.
hurt me.
Yeah.
Hurt me.
Love Culver's.
All right, so
can't eat there enough. We don't eat there. We don't eat there enough.
No. Let's be honest. It's not the cheapest meal, it's so
not
good.
Healthy. But okay, here's honest
fresh
truth.
Ingredients.
Honest truth. Anytime these restaurants we don't eat at anymore. The big, or Burger King, whatever.
None of it.
Anytime we would eat there, if we're traveling or whatever, in the past, this is not recent, trust me, we would feel so gross after eating there.
You feel yucky. It always feels like, the chains.
You know those things.
It always seems like a good idea. Oh. It's like, oh man, I haven't had that in so long. And then you eat it and you're like, oh, that was a terrible idea. You just feel gross.
It sits in your stomach like a big lump. But now I tell you what, every time we eat at Culver's, I never feel gross. I never feel gross.
Even with the French fries.
Even with the French fries and the cheese sauce, I don't feel gross.
All right.
So, anyway, I know Delaney's now hungry.
You
Sorry.
deserve burgers, and I'll buy them.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to move on?
Yeah.
Okay. Mark it, set, go. 4 young men stepped in to help a woman after her scooter broke down in the middle of the street in Seminole County, Florida. I'd like to add, in the rain. Caddy Castro, a public relations representative at the Florida Living Independent Community, witnessed the kind act and posted photos to her neighborhood group on Nextdoor. Since this is a very quiet neighborhood, I was surprised to hear commotion, laughs, and 4 gentlemen pushing one of my lady residents under a heavy storm in Florida, Castro told Fox News. They were pushing her up a big slope toward her residence. These heroes were so focused on helping regardless of the inclement weather, and they were even covering her with an umbrella, which showed even more compassion on their part. The young men pushed the woman about 3/4 of a mile to her home. As a mom of teenagers, I want children to grow up like these young men, to make a difference each day, no matter the environment, Castro added. In these rough times, let's demonstrate compassion to one another.
Amen.
Gentlemen, you deserve
Culver's,
a Culver's burger.
Burgers. Yes. Holy smokes.
Come on up.
I got to tell you, that really warms my heart to see those gentlemen helping that lady.
Well, and they're teenagers.
Teenagers, I know.
And we're parents, so we can say that and go, we understand they don't always make the best choices.
Right.
Way to go, guys. Way to go. Well done.
Goodness.
So,
okay.
This one's kind of fun.
This one is fun. This one's a lot of fun.
I'll have to wait to show the picture for a little bit.
Yeah, wait. So, every fall on a hillside along Oregon's Highway 18 greets passersby with a giant smiley face formed by the trees. The trees were planted by Hampton Lumber in 2011. It consists of Douglas fir and larch trees.
That's not
Had to look that
photoshopped.
up. That's not photoshopped. Larch trees are conifers with needles that yellow and drop in the autumn. Douglas firs make up the eyes and the mouth. The smiley face is about 300 feet wide in diameter and will return every fall for the next 30 to 50 years until the trees are harvested for lumber. I think that is such a really cool idea to do.
You know, and such a simple little thing that you wouldn't think about it. I mean, it's on a hillside here. I'm going to try and show you a little bit. I think you can see that. But it's on a hillside. Yeah. And it's kind of cool.
So it's visible. It's not, it's not off in some, forest that nobody can see. It's visible from the highway. That's so very cool.
All right, question before we continue on, guys. Are you having a good time?
I hope so.
If you're having a good time, at least say yes or hit that thumbs up, because it always helps with the YouTube, blah, 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 the algorithm and Yahtzee. Yeah. But.
Oh, Herschel Gates lives on Highway 18. Have you seen it? That's
Who's
neat.
Herschel Gates?
A comment. Somebody said Herschel Gates, they live on Highway 18.
So you see it.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
That's neat. So I actually want to go. Oh, they're liking this. Okay, this is good.
Oh, good.
I want to show you a video. This is pretty amazing. We got to pause because we've got some more stories, but want to do a quick pause because this is not just going to be about news stories that we found.
Yeah.
This is a video. It's a short video. It's a story from some friends of ours. And if you like this and you have a story that will work for this kind of thing, we can work out how you can get it to us. Now, we're not going to sell stuff for you, but if this, you got to see it. It's so good. Here we go. Check this out.
Story. We had one time we had cows, and our hayloft in the barn the ground was sloped up to it, so it was ground level, the door into the hayloft. And one day we come home, the gate or the door had opened somehow, and a cow was in the hayloft, and her back feet broke through the board, so there she hung. So what are we going to do? Thought, okay, I'll get the skid steer, go downstairs in the barn and put the bucket under her feet and lift her up. Of course, skid steer didn't start. So I thought, okay, I'll gotta run and grab the car and jump the skid steer. So I jumped in the car, take off back, and the passenger door in the car flew open, hit a tree and tore the door off. And I just kept going. I went and jumped the Bobcat and got it started. And And Becky went up the hayloft and she threw some hay in front of the cow that was hanging there, and it was content as hanging there eating hay just like it was normal. So I drive downstairs and get the bucket under her back feet that are dangling there, and I pick her up, and she just walked out of the barn like, so everything ended well except for the car door.
So this is true.
Absolutely, yeah.
So the moral of the story is...
There ain't one.
Make sure you close the gate.
Oh, keep the barn door closed.
That'll work. That'll work.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Howard.
Howard is awesome. He and his wife, they are... no, that's not the Don. That is not the Don. That is Howard.
And his lovely bride, Becky, was off camera.
Yeah, we've known them for a couple of years now, and they have been just a huge blessing to our family. I still don't believe his stories.
Debbie says she can picture me doing that. Oh, Debbie, I don't know if that's a good thing or...
No.
Howard.
So this is Howard and his wife, Becky. Like I said, they have been in our family. They've been in our family's lives for a couple of years now, and they're just a huge blessing. But I think he's spinning a yarn. I don't think he's...
He
no,
says
he's
that
not.
it's true.
He says it's true. All his stories are true. Yeah, right. No,
He says
I do believe him. Honestly, I really do believe him.
He's that kind of get her done guy.
Yeah.
That's just like it's got to get done.
Yeah, I cannot picture in my mind how that cow got there,
broke through,
and
then he busted the door off his car.
Right.
And you know what was funny? This was really, really funny about that story.
Yeah.
Because to them it was simple logic. Because the car was worth $200, is what they told us, and the cow was worth $1,200.
Right.
So you don't care about the car.
Don't care about the car because that can be fixed. The cow, not so much. So yeah, it was just that's such a great story.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Next good news account. You ready, Mama?
Yep.
All right. That's you.
Nope, this one's you.
No, I'm saying that's you.
Oh, this is me. Got it.
A Purdue unit.
Oh, wait a minute. Where are we at here?
Oh, you got to go here.
I don't know where we're at.
I know.
I don't want to mess it up.
It's nerdy. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Let's go like that.
Got
You're
it.
there.
Got it.
All right. A Purdue University professor of mechanical engineering and his students have created the whitest paint on record. Keep your political jokes to yourself.
Yeah.
Because we're not doing politics.
No.
When Purdue University researchers set out to develop a new paint, the goal was to create one that would reflect sunlight away from a building. It turns out that they also set an official Guinness World Record for the whitest paint on the planet. When we started this project about 7 years ago, we had saving energy and fighting climate in mind, Professor Jing Ruan said. The paint reflects 98.1% of solar radiation. That's amazing.
Yeah.
While also emitting infrared heat.
That's insane.
Because the paint absorbs less heat from the sun than it emits, a surface coated with this paint is cooled below the surrounding temperature without consuming any power.
That's nuts.
This is crazy. Okay, hang tight. Typical commercial white paint gets warmer rather than cooler. Paints on the market that are designed to reject heat reflect only 80 to 90% of sunlight, and they can't make surfaces cooler than their surroundings. Researchers did an outdoor test with ambient temperature of 43 degrees Fahrenheit, and the paint lowered the sample temperature by an additional 18 degrees.
What?
That's more powerful than the air conditioners used by most houses. Wow. Okay, so let me put for any preppers out there who are afraid that you're going to get zapped from the skies, you need some of this paint.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because they won't be able to see you. You'll be cooler than whatever's around
That's right.
you. So
That's
there's
right.
one application they haven't thought of just yet.
They filed the patents already, so nobody can do this.
That is the chillest paint ever.
That's great.
Don't you think?
I think so. I think it's really
honestly
neat.
Though, think about just even the money savings. If you put that on your roof, I mean, everybody's roof would look kind of boring, but the savings is far worth it.
I would definitely paint the house with it.
You bet.
I'd blind our neighbors, but definitely would put the paint on the house, But it's.
Hey Tammy, it's something that the researchers are making.
Yeah, it's not out yet.
Commercially available yet.
No, not yet. Not yet.
But they've figured it out. Way to go.
That's really amazing. Okay, this next story. We
have 2 more.
We have 2 more. This next story, okay, I didn't know that this was a thing. And you guys know we are beekeepers and we love our bees. So, this is about a blue bee.
Blue.
Yeah. The rare species of blue calamintha bee that was once thought to be extinct has been found in Florida in May 2020, nearly 4 years after it was last spotted. After being discovered in 2011, these rare blue bees made headlines for their specific habitat needs, foraging strategy, and beautiful indigo color. The bees' reemergence has been confirmed by Chase Kimmel of the Florida Museum of Natural History in Gainesville, who said it was a great feeling. Those first few nights were hard to sleep due to the anxiousness and excitement. The exceedingly rare blue bees collect pollen by bobbing its head against the flowers to dislodge the pollen. A practice unlike any other type of bee that visits the calamint plant, the blue bee's namesake.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, Calaminthia bee. It is a blue bee. And I had to look it up. It is a blue bee.
Now, see, I have so many questions. Being a beekeeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they make honey, or are they more like a mason bee?
I think I believe they're more like a mason bee.
Mason bee.
Yeah.
For those of you guys who don't know, by the way, mason bees are an excellent way. If you don't want to keep bees, but you want to have a good pollinator for a garden, mason bees are the way to go. You can get a little mason bee house pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And they don't sting. They and they just come back year after year.
Yep.
They lay eggs in these little tubes. Yeah.
Yep. They're really cool.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. Last good story, good news, good story of the evening. Then we got another thing to share with you, so don't take off. Because I've got a new song that we're going to play for you. We played it last week, but a lot of you may have not heard it, so it's one of the scripture songs. We're going to play that at the end. It is unbelievable, says Delaney B. Delaney B. All right, let's see if I can get through this. The harvest season is always difficult. It requires 24 hours of work and a wealth of experience. But for the Vanetta family, this time it's even more difficult. 39-year-old Cole Vanetta died in a tragic logging accident on his family's farm in Tabor, Iowa in mid-September. His brother-in-law, Dan Morse, said it was a rough few months for his family. He left behind his beloved wife and 3 children. It's still pretty fresh for everyone, Morse said. There's still a lot of healing going on. Cole also leaves behind his family's farm for 150 years. Many acres of cropland remained untouched this season. So 50 farmers in surrounding small towns decided to help. Organizer Clint Blackburn said the group harvested nearly 1,000 acres of land over the weekend. Put some corn in a jar, put some beans in the jar, he said. There are a lot of moving parts today, said Cole's wife, Shannon Vanetta, who was in great danger. These farmers are literally lifting tons off her shoulders. Knowing where to go, they just said, I got this. Vanetta said, and took over. It was great. Equipped with 4 baggers, 15 combines, and about 25 auger wagons. Dozens of farmers weave large machines inside and outside the field like a dance. It proves who the call was. Mm-hmm. Cole was a good person, Blackburn said. Cole was the one who carried the shirt on everyone. For Shannon, this time is always tough, but she knows there's a big community to back her up. I will never be able to repay people for what they are doing today, but I will try, Vanetta said.
That's awesome. That is really, really amazing. Not that this gentleman passed away, but that the community rallied around this family and helped get rid of this stuff, get these acres, get this all
Help.
Get all this food harvested. That was what I'm trying to say.
Help the family out.
And help the family. Because I would imagine that if this didn't get harvested and this grain didn't get sent to the mill, they would have lost their home.
Yeah. Well, and...
Yeah.
See, here's the thing, guys. This is what it's all about. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're all going to be worm food soon. Mm-hmm. It's really a question of what you're going to do with your time while you're here. Mm-hmm. In all honesty.
Yeah.
So, I sincerely hope that you're enjoying these stories we're finding.
Yeah.
So, that said, before we play a scripture tune, it's kind of funny. We agreed to do a little bit of a tiniest little commercial.
Tiny little commercial.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's weird to say, hey, but these are our friends.
Right.
These are our friends. And,
right.
And actually, you can even show you have proof on your knuckle.
I do have proof on my knuckle. Okay. So last Saturday, we were picking up the track for the door. And I used moringa oil on the cut on my knuckle. And I don't know if you guys can see this.
She cut it up pretty good.
I cut it pretty good.
You can't even see it.
It's gone. And I put moringa oil on a bandage every day for 4 days.
Yep.
And that was it. And it was not as deep as the other cut on my finger that I got a couple years ago, but it was significant. And it bled pretty darn good. So yeah, 4 days, guys.
Well, and here's the scoop with the, like I said, we're friends with these folks.
Yep.
They right now, because of all the shipping nonsense that are gone on right now, they don't have the moringa oil, but they can sell you the capsules. Mm-hmm. So for those of you who have arthritis issues, or you talk to your doctor, we're not doctors, it's not medical advice, but they've decided to put everything 10% off with that promo code or whatever you call it. I don't even know.
It's 10% off the capsules.
Yeah, but you got to put that code in there.
You got to. It's Big Fam 10.
You know.
In the as a coupon code, so you get 10% off the capsules.
So
yeah.
Let's hear what you think about this song. And by the way, if you're looking for a Bible devotion, we do one in the morning. 8:30 a.m. Big Family Devotions channel.
Yep, Monday through Friday. Central Time.
Yep. Let's see what you think of this tune, and you guys have an awesome and blessed night.
Good night, everybody.
See that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who takes refuge in him. All fear the that the Lord is good. I sought the Lord, and he answered me and delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant, and their faces shall never be ashamed. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. I will bless the Lord at all times, at all times. I will bless the Lord at all times, at all times. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. Oh, taste and see that the Lord, oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good.